Have you ever opened social media and suddenly felt like everyone else is winning at life? Someone your age just bought a house. Another person started a business. Someone else is traveling the world. And you're sitting there thinking, what am I doing with my life? It feels like everyone got a map and you didn't. You're not lazy, you're not stupid, but somehow you still feel behind. If that feeling has been sitting quietly in your chest lately, this video is for you. Because the truth is, most people who feel behind in life are actually closer than they think. Let me explain why. Your day probably starts like this. You wake up, check your phone, open Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and within 30 seconds, your brain is comparing your life to hundreds of people. But here's the problem. You were comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You see their promotion. You don't see their stress. You see their relationship. You don't see the fights. You see the success. You don't see the 10 years of failure before it. Psychologists call this social comparison bias. Your brain automatically measures your progress against others. And the more you scroll, the worse it gets. Studies show heavy social media use increases feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. Not because your life is bad, but because your brain thinks everyone else is ahead, even when they aren't. Quick fix you can try today. Before touching your phone in the morning, take 30 seconds and ask yourself one question. What is one thing I want to improve today? Not your whole life, just today. One step. Because progress in life isn't built in giant leaps. It's built in boring daily steps no one sees. Around midday, your mind starts drifting. You think about where you should be in life. By 25, I should have a career. By 30, I should own a house. By now, I should have things figured out. But here's something most people never realize. Those timelines are completely made up. 100 years ago, most people were farmers by 14. 30 years ago, people stayed in one job their whole life. Today, people switch careers 5 to 7 times. Life paths are changing faster than ever, yet we still judge ourselves by outdated timelines. Think about this. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until age 40. Colonel Sanders started Kentucky Fried Chicken at 65. Stan Lee created his biggest characters in his late 30s. Success doesn't follow a schedule. It follows persistence. Instead of asking, "Am I behind?" ask, "Am I improving?" Because life isn't a race against people. It's a race against the person you were yesterday. At night, something interesting happens. You replay the day, and your brain only remembers the things you didn't do. You didn't finish that project. You didn't go to the gym. You didn't start the thing you planned. But your brain ignores something important. You learned something new. You thought about your goals. You watched a video like this trying to understand yourself better. That counts. Growth rarely feels exciting. Most of the time it feels slow, boring, invisible. Think of it like planting seeds. For weeks, nothing happens above the soil, but underground, roots are growing. Your skills, your mindset, your awareness, all growing quietly. Then, one day, everything starts moving fast. The people who succeed are rarely the most talented. They are the ones who kept going during the invisible phase. Here's the real reason people feel behind in life. They think they're supposed to have everything figured out. But the truth is, nobody does. Not at 20, not at 30, not even at 50. Life isn't about figuring everything out. It's about figuring out the next step. And once you take that step, the next one becomes visible. Then the next, then the next. That's how every successful life is built, one unclear step at a time. If you've been feeling behind lately, I want you to hear this. You are not late. You are not failing. You are simply in the middle of your story. The chapter where things feel confusing. The chapter where progress feels slow. This is exactly the chapter where everything starts changing. So be patient with yourself. Keep moving, even if the steps are small. Because one day, you'll look back and realize this was the moment your life quietly started moving forward. If this video helped you feel a little less alone, share this video with someone who might need to hear it today. Because sometimes, one small reminder can keep someone going, and that might change everything.